Welcome back, everyone. Episode 41 of Steel Sports Talk. We're recording this on a Monday, which is a bit unusual, but me and Casey we're both traveling yesterday. I'm still traveling. Casey's now back in the comfort of his own home. But yeah, so sorry for the delay, but you already know we're not losing our upload streak. Like, there's not a week we're gonna miss.
Don't get it.
What?
I said, don't get it twisted. We're not losing that shit.
Not get it twisted. Do not sugarcoat anything. I mean, we're gonna upload. So we'll make this a quick one because we got things to do, and I gotta sleep because I'm on East Coast time. It's 11 o'clock for me. So yeah, let's get right into it.
Let's start it off with some NFL. We're just over halfway done with the season, and we just had a pretty good week of NFL, I would say. A lot of teams are 5-5, I feel like, including my Niners. Oliver's Patriots are very hot. But yesterday, one thing we learned is the Bills maybe kind of fraudulent, and the Colts are a pretty solid team.
Colts are legit. I mean, they're probably the hottest team. I mean, you experienced them firsthand. Patriots play them in about 3-4 weeks time. So I think that's gonna be a tough matchup. I mean, I'm more worried about the Colts than Bills right now as a Patriots fan. We still have to play the Bills twice. We haven't played them yet, so we'll see how that happens. I mean, we'll probably split with the Bills, I'd say. Lose in Orchard Park and probably win Foxborough. But actually, honestly, the way we're undefeated on the road right now, so I wouldn't be surprised if we win in Orchard Park too. But yeah, I mean, wouldn't you say this week was kind of a weird week? I mean, there's a lot of upsets and teams that weren't really supposed to win. I mean, Texans beating the Titans. Lamar-less Ravens beat the Bears. I mean, a lot of teams beat teams that they shouldn't have.
Yeah, the Colts game was the Jonathan Taylor show for sure. Some say he's a top 3 back, but like Mixon balled out too, man. No one gives him credit.
Gotta mention Mixon. But yeah, I'd say John Taylor's definitely top 3 back right now. I mean, the production he's been putting up all year long and last year. I mean, you can't deny it. I mean, the running back people say the best running back in the league right now. Derrick Henry is injured right now. CMC can't seem to stay on the field, although he's doing so right now and playing very well. And then there's guys like Nick Chubb, Jonathan Taylor. I'll give you Joe Mixon, Alvin Kamara, Saquon Barkley, Ezekiel Elliott. Guys like that.
My boy.
We're definitely in the conversation. Oh, here we go.
Is Mixon a top 3 running back?
No, yes. He's not.
Bro, that kid really thinks that Mixon ain't top 3, whatever. But yeah, I can see the Finns making the playoffs for sure. Football team is hot. The Raiders kind of fell off. The Bills fell off. The Steelers fell off. My Chargers take maybe facts. And the Chiefs, all that talk about the Chiefs, I mean, they're still good.
Yeah, they're still the Chiefs. I mean, let's be honest. I never ruled them out. I knew they were still going to make the playoffs, even when they were, 2-4, 2-3, whatever it was. But, man, I'm so happy about the Patriots, man. And we look so good. Our defense is playing out of our minds. So, yeah, good time to be a Patriots fan. I mean, things are trending upwards.
Thanks, man.
And then let's talk about
solid NFL week. Thanksgiving, though, we got Tim Boyle versus Andy Dalton.
I mean, where were you for the Tim Boyle game?
Dude, remember that Mike White guy, too? Whatever happened to him? He fell off.
Joe Flacco better.
Where were you for the Mike White game?
I was in the comfort of my home.
The Jake Luton game.
Where were you for the Jake Luton game? He's on the Seahawks now. But I just want to talk about a little MLB. I mean, the Giants re-signed Alex Wood. We re-signed Anthony DeSclafani. Traded away Jay Jackson, but he was already DFA'd. And also the end of the Dickerson era.
I'm glad the Dickerson era ended in the offseason instead of in the season, at least.
Because I kind of did want the Dickerson era to end. He wasn't that good. But I hope he finds a good home.
I can see him hitting tanks for like the Yankees or the Orioles and batting .230, but still hitting like 30+ bombs a year.
That's like Chris Davis Nash, like athletics Chris Davis Nash.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, not much going on in MLB. It's no big moves has happened yet. I mean, just like Verlander re-signed, stuff like that. But no big signings yet. But we'll keep you updated, of course. We didn't touch on Posey's retirement, I don't think.
Oh yeah, so Buster Posey retired. Honestly, I think it was best for everyone. Amazing career. It sucks he couldn't go on a playoff series win, but amazing career. Bart, I assume, will come up now and be our everyday catcher. I don't think Casali is going to be on our team next year. So
even if Casali is on the team, I hope
Right.
Art gets a lot of playing time because
Casali was a good backup catcher.
he was. Once he found his groove, he was really good, but he really did struggle in the beginning.
Yeah.
So give Bart time. He's not going to be an all-star player out the gate, and he might be. He has the potential to be. But I'm excited for the Joey Bart era. As sad as I am for Posey to be off the team. But yeah,
Let's move
NBA.
on to, what?
No, go ahead.
Let's move on to college basketball. My favorite time of the year is Thanksgiving break. When you don't have school, Oliver's lagging.
I'm not.
When you don't have school and the Maui Gym Invitational is going on along with the Battle for Atlantis and all the great tournaments. So yeah, right now we got the Maui Gym. We'll throw out the bracket here on the screen, but it's Notre Dame, St. Mary's, Butler, I believe Houston, Oregon, Chaminade, of course, and then Wisconsin and A&M. And then today, of course, already Houston beat Butler, Wisconsin beat A&M. Oregon was up on Chaminade, which isn't too much of a surprise there. And tonight we have St. Mary's and Notre Dame. So who do you got winning it all? I personally think the winner of Notre Dame, St. Mary's can win this because Oregon isn't too good as they lost to BYU.
Personally, I think Houston's going to come up on top of this Maui Gym Invitational. I mean, I think they're the most well-rounded team. Anyone here, they've proven themselves. I know it's just the Maui Gym Invitational, but it's a big tournament for early season tournament for a lot of teams. I know teams like Duke have played in this tournament before. So yeah, it's nothing to sleep on. It's some good teams in here. St. Mary's is definitely a team to look out. Oregon's definitely a team to look at. Notre Dame, like you said. So, but ultimately, I think Houston's going to come out with this, but it's going to be a good tournament.
Yeah, I mean, a few years ago, we saw Zion play Rui Hachimura in the finals.
Yeah.
That was very fun. And we saw
hype.
Kansas, Dayton. So, I mean, we've seen some good games. And then also tomorrow, we got to touch on this number 1 team versus the number 2 team in the entire country.
Yes.
As we
UCLA.
It's going to be a great game. I was just at Gonzaga. Everyone loves their basketball there. They got Chet Holmgren this year with Drew Timme and then, Julian. So, I mean, I think the Zags are going to win it, but it's going to be a good game.
Yeah, man, I think UCLA is a really good team. Obviously, Johnny Juzang, Jaime Jaquez, really good team with good March Madness experience, but no one has the talent that this Gonzaga team has. I mean, they get the number 1 recruit in the country, Chet Holmgren, a 7-foot athletic freak. They can handle the ball, block shots like no one other in the country. And then pair that with probably the best player, I would say right now, best overall player in college basketball, which is Drew Timme. I mean, the dude is unstoppable in the post. No team has found the formula to stop his little post hook. I mean, he plays a pretty simple game. It's not very perimeter based. He plays on the blocks, but he has a formula. He doesn't really miss his shots. And, I think that's an unstoppable duo down low that a lot of teams are going to struggle with. So I agree with you. I think Gonzaga's going to come on top of this one, but it's definitely a great matchup.
Yeah, I'm definitely going to watch that tomorrow.
Yeah.
I know Oliver you don't watch that much college basketball before like January, but I'm sure you'll tune into that.
Yeah, I think I'll tune into this one, but yeah, you're right. I'm a big March Madness guy, but I do keep track of college basketball. I just don't really watch it.
Yeah. Moving on to the other college football. Big loss this week of Oregon losing number 3 in the country, lost to Utah. Just got to shout out Cal. They beat Stanford, so that's a good win for them. Second time in like 11 years, so good for them. But Cincinnati's moved in. I mean, there's no way the committee will put a Notre Dame team over Cincinnati, who literally lost to Cincinnati at home.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like the committee will do anything to keep Cincinnati at the top 25, but I mean, it'd be comical if they put a team that beat Notre Dame out of the playoffs and put Notre Dame in, so yeah, I mean, Ohio State's honestly looking like the second best team in the country. I mean, they lost to Oregon early on, but that's not the same Ohio State team it is now. I mean, they played 7th ranked Michigan State and completely blew them out of the water. I mean, CJ Stroud is looking like people are saying he's a Heisman right now, Heisman winner. I mean, he's playing out of his mind. We don't know how these Ohio State quarterbacks really translate. So I don't know about his draft stock right now, but Ohio State looks really good. Cincinnati, I think they're deserving of that top 4 spot. I think they are. I mean, huge statement win over SMU, who was ranked for a lot of the season. Obviously Georgia's still number 1 because that defense is ridiculous. Alabama, I'd say,
Alabama winner. Will the loser fall out? I mean, that's the question.
I don't think so. I think potentially Alabama could fall out the top 4, but the committee loves Alabama, so I don't think they will.
Right.
Yeah,
I mean, it's interesting. A lot of
it
concepts.
is interesting. I think Georgia's going to win that game, but even if Georgia loses,
They may
you can't take one loss Georgia out, I don't think.
Right.
So
I kind of agree. So I hope Georgia wins almost.
and yeah, me too. Let me just look at the rankings. I'll edit this out. Yeah, so Alabama's 3rd, Ohio State's 2nd. So yeah, I kind of want Alabama to win because then that keeps both of them in, which is probably the best because they're definitely 2 of the top 4 teams in the nation. Let's be honest. But yeah, you got Notre Dame at 5, Cincy at 4. So I think it's perfect the way it is right now.
Right.
I think if the season ended today, I think this would be perfect. I think those are the 4 best teams in the country at the moment. And I think Michigan has a shot too. Michigan has been
Right.
playing.
Don't count out Michigan and Oklahoma State.
Yeah.
But yeah, college football getting good. I'm excited. Love Thanksgiving time, man. No school. You can just watch sports all night and survive, man.
That's bro.
All right. Let's finish it off with just quickly looking over the high school football brackets. Share our screens. All right. First D5. Los Altos fell, rip.
Bro, St. Francis of Watsonville's legit, bro. They put up points.
Don't play with them.
Don't play with anybody that Watsonville about. And Aragon, bro, 48 points in both their first 2 games. I mean, who do you got in this one? Let's just keep this quick.
Watsonville of St. Francis, baby. They're winning at Westmont on Saturday. Don't play with them.
And I think it's gonna be close. And it's gonna be high scoring. I got the score at 49-42. St. Francis of Watsonville. Let's go. D4 Casey. Your team also has put up 42 in both of their games. High scoring offense. You guys play Homestead. You play Castaneda of Charlie, a team that beat Paul Alto early. It's a good team. How do you feel your chances are? I mean, it's a good team. You got to prep well.
Yeah, I mean, I think this Homestead team's good. They have a strong run game, but we do too. I think we're gonna win it 31-17. But we'll see. I mean, last game we didn't attempt a single pass and put up 42. It was an odd game. Barely had the ball. But it's a revenge game, and we got the dub.
Facts. D3, Christopher, bro. They upset Leland. The 1 seed goes
You guys
down.
would beat Leland for sure.
Yeah, we would have beat Leland. We should have beat Christopher. Like, it's so frustrating, bro. We should be playing Cathedral right now or next week. But we probably get stamped, like blown out by Cathedral because they're obviously the best team in this bracket. So I expect them to roll right over Christopher. I'm going to go 21-0.
Cathedral has just continued to improve all through the year. So, yeah, I agree. I think they're going to win 24-7. I think this Cathedral team is really good. I mean, I don't know how we beat them, to be honest.
Yeah, that continues to surprise me how you guys beat them. It's a good team. Honestly, I think he's one of the best matchups we got besides obviously the Division 1. Menlo Wilcox.
The biggest test Menlo's seen all year by far.
What?
This is the biggest test Menlo will see all year.
Oh, for sure. I mean, San Benito, good team. But I mean, I don't know, man. I think Wilcox wins it, but I think Menlo puts up a good fight.
I'm with you on that.
I'm gonna go Wilcox 34, Menlo 31.
I'm going with the Knights, man. I'm telling you. I mean, I can't doubt them. I think they're gonna lose.
Wilcox defense is good, bro. They're not gonna let up all those points.
I know, but dudes, they went into Hollister, Cringy's hometown, and put up a statement. I just was shocked by that, how well they did offensively that game. And Wilcox, I think they're gonna be able to do all right on their defense. Maybe it's just Luther Glenn's gonna. I don't know though. They stopped our run game. I mean, this Menlo team is really good on both sides of the ball, and that's what makes them scary. But this Wilcox team's hot, man. I mean, they just beat SI. They beat Santa Cruz before. They did well in league besides Gatto, so it's gonna be tough.
Yeah, it's gonna be tough. And then the main event. this Sarah team that continues to improve. They beat Valley Christian. Also, what is with Sarah putting up 41 points? It's like a theme. They beat Palo Alto 41-14.
Right.
They beat Bellarmine the first time 41-7. They beat
Right.
Valley Christian 41-30, and they beat Bell 41-0.
That's odd. And you guys continue to show that you're better than Bell.
That's facts. We keep playing better than Bell. And then St. Francis, bro. That MMA game was close for a while, and they had the lead. This St. Francis defense isn't looking strong. I mean, they've given up 28 points in both their games here, but I mean,
they've both been similar.
Really pick against them here?
They started bad both games, and then they kind of, did well at the end there. Like, don't get it twisted.
True.
That game was very close. MA was in it. They were winning at one point. But I still think St. Francis will win this at Westmont Friday night. Jan, we've already seen this game twice. Go to Sacred Heart versus Homestead, way better game. But I think St. Francis wins it a bit closer, a bit more defensive, actually. I think we're going to see a 31-28 score, maybe closer, tighter game. Sarah will figure it out. I mean, they're hot, as you can see right now. But yeah, I like the Lancers, and I like them to go play Mater Dei in the state championship and see if they can give them a run for their money.
To be honest here, I think it's unpopular opinion, but I think Sarah gets the revenge and beats the Lancers. I mean, Sarah's the best team they're going to play out of this group. That's obvious. And Sarah's going to take advantage of the Lancers' slow start, and they're going to win 41 because they all score 41-28. That's going to be the final. And the Sarah moves on. So that is our predictions. It's going to be a good one, though. Go Sacred Heart. Pop out there. That's Sequoia High School Friday. And if you don't want to go to that game, go to St. Francis. But yeah, I think that's all for us. I mean, this has got to be a short one because I got to edit and sleep. So is that all for us?
Yeah, that's it. Thank you everyone for watching. Great episode, actually. Don't
Quick
play
one,
with
but effective.
We'll see you when the NorCal brackets are released too. That'll be fun. Maybe we'll bring Ethan back on.
Thanks, bro.
Except we kind of want a shorter episode.
We get one short episode that I don't know if that exactly would do that. So
we'll see.
We'll see about it. But
All right. See you, bro.